I'm sure you have actually asked yourself or come across am I making the right decision? It's at a time when you're most vulnerable and you're most scared and really worried and not enough information at hand. I guess the first port of call is you've gone to the doctor, you've gotten all the tests back, and you've been given the diagnosis that you actually have a positive to breast cancer. So now what? So I guess it's really going to be important for you to put all of the really strong emotions aside that you're feeling and really go within and listen to your heart. That might be something that you've never done before, but it's going to be an incredibly important decision to make. So what does that mean? So it's between left and right brain. So left brain is very in your head and you think a lot, you contemplate all the decisions, you mull over things, and you make a decision because the research says that should be the way that everything should be done. Whereas when you listen to your heart, you're actually listening to those silent whispers that are saying, please go this way. This is the right way. It may not be right for everyone, but it's actually right for me. And then it's the conviction and the trust and the truth of the matter that actually gets you to lead down that path. Now, I'm not saying that this is an easy path to take, because as sure as heck I was in that situation. When I went to the surgeon and I was given my menu of lumpectomy, radiation, chemotherapy, having my lymph nodes removed was a high possibility. I think it was about 4 to 8 of them that was considered, and then I was going to be on hormone therapy for 5 years. That was a really scary time in my life. But just to give you an example of that, my mum was really amazing. She came with me and was a great support there. And I went out of the office and I just went, oh my God. And I won't say exactly what I said because it was pretty intense, but I felt like a freight train had hit me. It was so terrifying. And I had to digest it. So I chatted to her and I did a little bit of start-off research. A couple of people gave me some really great resources, and resources is actually going to be and having the right resources, they're extremely actually hard to find. So I will be going into them in depth down the track. But so it's really going and finding what's right for you, and really you're going to get a lot of opinions, you're going to get a lot of people telling you this is what you should do, but you need to really make a decision from your heart. So put your hand over your heart and go, heart, what would you like me to do? Or intuition, please tell me. And then maybe write down the ideas. But it's not a thinking game. It's just whatever comes to your mind first of all, because usually the first thought is the actual right thought. And it's not the one that you think about and you haven't analysed it too much. So it's usually the most accurate one. So that's a really interesting point to note. So really stay focused, maybe even create a plan. So what plan, what sort of time frame are you going to give yourself? And then at that time frame, what would I like to see? What would I feel comfortable with? And then reassess it. So that's all I'd like to talk about today, just to consider really having the strength and conviction that what feels right in your gut, in your heart, and really stick with the path and learn to drown out all the other, you should do this, you should do that. Because I said to somebody that you're not me, you don't live in my body, you don't actually know what my cues are, my feelings are. They can say from their experience and their knowledge, but it's really it's important for you to do what feels right for you. So that's my message today.